YouTube family, thank you for being here. Thank you for your healing. Thank you for your contribution to the collective. Impromptu live here. I just recorded about a 20-minute equinox message for our Patreon community, our private soul tribe. Also, I downloaded a 30-minute message earlier in the week. So if that sparks an interest to you, speaks to you, my energy speaks to you, resonates for you, and you would like to join us, link for the Patreon community, our private soul tribe, in the pinned comments below, also in the description box. Just gonna give it a minute here, see if a few people hop on with us. If you're hopping on, feel free to drop a comment. Let us know how you're feeling in this energy. Let us know where you're tuning in from. More than likely, I won't respond to your messages while I'm going live. I try and not even look at them because squirrel, right? I need to stay laser focused on my purpose and what it is that I'm doing here. The second I get caught up in the comments, I forget what I was speaking on because this is not scripted, right? It's just a channeled message, whatever comes through, whatever spirit would like me to share, right? Because I just get out of the way and let spirit flow. So with that, if you would like to contribute your own energy, feel free to like the message, subscribe to the channel. You are more likely to receive a personal message, right? That's kind of like you waving your hand and saying, I'm in, I want to join this collective wave of energy. So yeah, then you're more likely to receive a message that will be beneficial for you in your own life. On that, if you would like some personal guidance, you want to dive deeper into your own life, personal history, what's next for you, drop a comment below and I will reach out. We can get something set up or scheduled. And yeah, I don't know how long this message will be here because I do have a one-on-one session here with a client in about an hour and a half now, and I want to make sure I have time for lunch, but felt the nudge. There were such beautiful messages coming through for us on in our Patreon community on the equinox energy, and also so many of the people I'm speaking with, people in my life, right? My family, my soul tribe, my clients, everyone in my inbox alike are all experiencing similar things, which makes sense, right? With the energies here. And so we are in this space of releasing the old, being asked to let go of so much, not knowing what comes next, right? I love this verse. This is all new beginnings energy. So if that's where you're at, that's exactly what you should be feeling, right? Like we maybe don't know where we're headed, right? We don't have a clear picture. We certainly don't have a map in our hands of where we are headed. But what we do know, what this energy is showing us, is what is no longer a match, what is not aligned, right? Like what we have outgrown. And it can be scary to release the things before we know what's going to take the space, what's going to come in its space. But trust that here, yeah, collaboration, dedication, shared vision, people to build with, aligned connections once we make the space here, right? Yeah. Ooh, I love it. High Priestess and Three of Wands. Okay, so we have Ace of Pentacles and the Fool here, all about these new beginnings, right? And with this lunar eclipse last week, I know we're still feeling the hangover effect. We're in this eclipse portal, right? So we have the equinox tomorrow, start of the new year, the astrological new year, Aries energy right here. But then the 29th, the end of the month here, we have, with the new moon, we have a solar eclipse. So with the lunar eclipse, right, that full moon, that is the shedding, the culmination, everything we have outgrown. We need to be willing to release, right, to trust ourselves here in this High Priestess energy, release the things before we see what comes next. And not only do we have Three of Wands, which is incoming opportunities, but we have 3-3, Christ consciousness. And this is us knowing who we are, right, in our remembrance, in our empowered energy, trusting the guidance we are receiving. So know that anything you are being asked to let go of is simply to make space here for things that are truly a match here. Manifestations from God, true love. True love can never really be lost, I'm hearing. Let's, just trying to decide which deck to tap into. Let's tap into our energy deck here. Trust that with the space you are making, something that is more of a match, more of a fit to this new you, this new beginnings energy will come in. We don't have to know what it is, right? We can say we're open to, you can have your preferences, your desires, but then say this or something better, right? Leave it open to the universe to surprise and delight you. And all about connections and caring, community, and connections kept coming through on repeat as well in Patreon. And again, that's making space for what is aligned, right? I love it. So thinking man and the man with a heart. So this is the merging, right? Alignment is head, heart, soul, all headed in the same direction here. And the storm warning is those eclipse vibes, right? Anything that I'm thinking of the Tower card in tarot, which did come through in Patreon as well, which is to come in to shake up and wake, to shake up and wake, you know, to wake us up and to shake up. I'll get the words out here yet. To shake up these unsteady foundations, anything that wasn't built on integrity, on that Ace of Cups energy, that pure love, intention. It was maybe something that was created, built when we were still living from our survival drivers or our protection mechanisms. And so once you heal that trauma, you're no longer living from your wounds. What you wanted from that wounded place will no longer make sense here either. I got the deck upside down, so maybe you feel a little upside down as well here. Yeah, uncord relationships, let go now. Forgiveness is freedom. We forgive for ourselves, right? We forgive to set ourselves free. Us forgiving doesn't mean that the quote unquote transgression never happened. It doesn't mean we allow the person back in our life, right? It doesn't mean forgive and forget, although eventually, once you elevate your awareness, right, like you will get to a point where even the relationships that didn't work out, you will tell a different story about them, right? You will see the benefit, you will see the growth, you will see how you attracted in that relationship, that connection, that job, whatever, from a wounded state. So it was a match to you at one point, and be grateful for what it taught you, right? Because we can't change what we aren't aware of. And so we need others to be a mirror to trigger those wounds within us so we can heal them. So the ones that caused you the greatest suffering were in actuality your greatest teacher, so bless them all. Yeah, enlightenment. Look from the higher perspective, see the divine in everyone. Thank you, Spirit. I love it when it, yeah, the energy is just like a reiteration of what was just said. Manifest your dreams, focus on your vision, seek satisfaction and contentment. We have 2-2 here. We were just speaking on this upcoming 4-4 portal in the Patreon message as well. Yeah, 4-4, I am presence. Remembering who you are, remembering everything you say, place, think after I am will be made manifest in one way or another at one point. Let's tap in with our rose deck here. You could do solar plexus guided meditation if you feel called. That came through in the Patreon message. And then maybe I will get a little closing message for us from this. What's being hidden from our wisdom deck here? But yes, I need to go have some lunch, pull myself together. And by that, I mean eat some lunch, and then I'm going to meditate and clear my energy, clear my space. So for my one-on-one session, my humanness is out of the way, and I can be absolutely present. Wow, all these upside down decks, I can be absolutely present for my client here. The rose thread, inner call, soul-led, the mystic, living courageously. Yeah, go within, use this time to go within. Don't see it as punishment, but preparation. Be appreciative for this time. Things are going to get busy. The energy is going to continue to amplify and speed up. So be grateful for the downtime you are allotted, because it won't last forever. Gosh, there was something else I was gonna say. Totally lost it. If you would like to work with me one-on-one, you can drop a comment below. I will reach out, whether you want to just do a one and done activation session, whether you want to work with me routinely for a bit, up to you. There is no obligation, right? Lineage of the Rose, moved by the goddess, here for this soul call, gather. Yes. Community, right? Caring connections. Yes, community, but alignment and, aligned connections only, and being willing to isolate, to have that time alone. Oh, thanks so much, sweet girl. Be willing to have that time alone. Because if we're just holding space with the space holder, right? Holding on to unaligned, misaligned connections, that uncord relationship. I'm thinking of that card that came through for us a bit ago. If we're holding on to what isn't a match just for fear of nothing coming to take its place, there is no space for something new to come in anyway. And so we have to be willing to sit in that space, in the void. We have to be willing to let go of the thing without seeing the evidence, just trusting it, right? Like, this has been coming through on repeat. I've been saying this message off and on for a year or two, but that's because I am continuously reminded of it as well. Faith is not faith at all if we're only believing a thing when we see it, right? Faith is seeing it before you see it and knowing it's on the way and holding that energy. Again, our beliefs dictate our reality, right? If you believe it, you will see it and it will be so. Don't allow others to put a damper on your plans or to speak fear into your plans. If you need to separate from those people, do so. You're here to birth these creations. It's necessary, needed. Whatever you have to do to be laser focused on that here. Yeah, to release these survival drivers. This is what the times we are transitioning out of. From our survival drivers to aligned action only. Yeah, positive expectations, the eyes of beauty, and this reminds me of a message I just heard this morning. This enlightenment, right? When we understand everything from everyone is either love or a call for more love. When we're able to see the divine in everyone and everything, it's like, he said, it's Pursuit of Spirit is who I follow on Instagram, but like he said, he calls that mystic vision or mystic sight, something like that. And yes, that's along the lines with, I say this often, right? I gotta get a drink here. A little bit of a scratchy throat. Maybe there's something you need to speak up about. Throat chakra meditation may be beneficial for you. Seeing things with fresh eyes, making everything sacred. Yeah, preparation, prayer, the altar priestess here. And this card, I get this often for myself, speaks on making your life a moving prayer. Yeah, if you're going to do the dishes, you've already done the dishes a gazillion times, well, make it magical, you know, tell the dishes you're giving them a bath. Like, what story are you telling? You maybe are doing the same things you have done repeatedly day after day, but you are not the same person you were yesterday. I'm going to say this quote. I'm pretty sure I said this last time. You'll probably hear it from me again, but I love this one. No man walks through the same river twice, for the river is not the same, or the man isn't the same, and neither is the river. Something like that. I totally slaughtered it. Go look up the quote yourself, because when it's said appropriately in the right way, actually quoted by, I wonder who said that even. I'm gonna have to go look it up. But yes, you are not who you used to be. So put down the stories that no longer fit. Let go. Allow yourself to expand beyond who you believed yourself to be, I guess, is the moral of the story. So yes, with that, wishing you a beautiful week. Take time, take space today. We have, I think it's the Neptune Cazimi. Cazimi means heart of the sun. And so it's an extra magical day. If you can take some time and space to go within. What else? I think we have another Cazimi coming up end of the week. Just lots happening astrologically, and I spoke on this before. I got a hair that's bugging me. We have 6 outer planets changing signs this year. March, I just shared this with a friend yesterday who she was also having a moment going through it. And I shared with her a message that came through for me just a couple days ago. March equals massive movement. And it maybe isn't movement that we can see yet on the physical, right? But it's movement that can be felt. Trust what you are feeling. Trust your knowing. All right, I'm done for real. If you're needing something, please reach out. Until next time, I'm sending so much love.